Pinned on a narrow desert ridge, visibility falls under 100 yards. The convoy commander stands behind the lead vehicle, scanning the ridge. Dust swirls over cracked asphalt, headlights cutting narrow beams through the haze. The disabled truck blocks the only exit. A second vehicle's wheels locked and immobile. Wounded Marines lie exposed, gripping rifles for balance, as rotor wash from distant medevac shakes the ground. 0, 2, 0, 4 hours. Fuel windows are narrowing. The commander checks the tablet strapped to her wrist, confirming medevac ETA, ammo counts, and casualty status. She notes every position, every shadow, every breathing point. Orders came from the captain at the forward operations post. Subordinates observe, disciplined, awaiting directives. Liability rests squarely on her decisions. Wind gusts blow sand across ballistic goggles streaked with sweat. The commander adjusts her gloves and folds the comms log carefully. Rolling dust columns shift along the ridge as she monitors squad positions, measuring every movement. Engines idle low across the convoy. Signal integrity degrades intermittently. The medevac window shrinks. She toggles a radio, confirming overwatch placements while the squad remains low and ready. Eyes trace the ridge's topography. Interrupt thermal overlay shows heat signatures near the far crest. The convoy headlights flicker against rising dust. A log entry notes fuel at 50 gallons. Rotor wash rattles loose gear. Every calculation is deliberate, every observation procedural. The ridge stretches ahead, unexplored, waiting. This is where routine turns into crisis. The convoy remains positioned along the ridge. Finger taps echo against the comms handset. GPS coordinates update on the rugged tablet. Wounded Marines hold their radios steady. Air support ETA counts down on the digital stopwatch. Signal integrity drops slightly across the ridge. Rotor wash shifts dust across the vehicles. Subscribe and tell us where you're watching. Take a moment now. Hit subscribe and drop a comment stating where you're following this operation. The next 30 minutes will detail the convoy recovery under active conditions. Visibility is low, and every measurement matters. Desert ridge. Convoy immobilized. Sand drifts over shattered asphalt. Visibility under 100 yards. Headlights from immobilized vehicles cut narrow beams through swirling dust columns. Early morning light begins to crest the horizon, glinting off dust-coated helmets and vehicle surfaces. Rotor wash lifts sand, stirring the air across the ridge. The disabled truck blocks the only passable path. A second vehicle's wheels locked. Wounded Marines grip their rifles, maintaining low, ready posture. The convoy commander adjusts gloves, scanning with binoculars. 0204 hours. She references the field comms log and clipboard notes, recording fuel levels and ammunition counts. Every measurement, every position, every shadow is cataloged. Subordinates respond to her signals without hesitation, confirming positions along the ridge. Orders flowed from the captain at the forward operations post. She ensures squad spacing and line-of-sight coverage while respecting the chain of command. Liability rests on her tactical judgment. Interrupt receiving terse radio confirmation from higher command to maintain hold. Dust columns rise between vehicles. Engines idle low under wind gusts. Tactical tablet shows squad placement. Medevac window ticking down. She notes shifting shadows along the ridge crest. Squad members whisper assessments. No one moves without acknowledgement. She signals for adjustments to Overwatch, ensuring fire lanes cover every approach. Wind drives sand across the asphalt. The commander rotates, confirming sightlines toward the far ridge. A wounded Marine's fingers tighten on his rifle butt. Interrupt fuel status reads 45 gallons remaining. Projected operational limit 2 miles. The ridge narrows to less than 20 yards in sections. Dust gusts obscure peripheral observation, but she records every detail on a clipboard. Tactical binoculars sweep the far slope. Vehicle lights flicker, marking squad locations. Every movement is deliberate, measured. Interrupt comms check confirms line to operations center stable but weak. Aerial drone passes over the ridge. Heat shimmer reveals relative positions. The squad's spacing shifts in response to small dust vortices. The commander notes fuel rationing, wind impact on trajectory calculations, and medevac arrival timing. Each measurement feeds into a running assessment of operational risk. Squad radios pop briefly. Subordinates report positional adjustments. Interrupt visibility drops to 65 yards in rolling dust columns. She cross-references this with tablet data. Battery meters show 2/3 capacity across communications devices. Vehicles remain stationary but secure. The convoy headlights cut through dust at calculated intervals, minimizing detection while maintaining squad coordination. She observes wind direction and adjusts overwatch angles accordingly. Side view shows sand flowing over boot treads, tracking movement against the terrain. Interrupt tactical tablet alerts to approaching vehicle shadow beyond the ridge crest. Clipboard notes now include updated ammo counts, fuel logs, and casualty statuses. The commander signals silently, repositioning a Marine to better cover the disabled truck. Heads swivel in measured coordination, rifles low ready. Interrupt radio check confirms medevac ETA 0230 hours. Dust swirls around the squad. Engines hum softly under idle. Shadows shift as vehicles settle. Interrupt squad reports small shifting footprints near the western approach. Positions logged. Tactical adjustments are acknowledged. Squad maintains perimeter integrity. She observes subtle movement along the far edge of the ridge. Wind gusts carry sand across rifle barrels. She records every environmental change on the clipboard. Interrupt visibility falls to 50 yards temporarily. All adjustments logged. Every action is deliberate. Tactical observation continues uninterrupted. Wind lifts dust across the ridge, momentarily obscuring sightlines. Rotor wash moves lightly over sand and asphalt. She checks fuel and medevac timing, ensuring procedural documentation. Interrupt comms. Signal strength fluctuates. Noted on field tablet. The commander notes the first signs of potential risk. Medevac window tightens, squad fatigue detectable, and visibility intermittent due to dust. This is the first fracture point that will escalate in the following operation: observation, calculation, and documentation remain continuous. The convoy's position is still secure, but conditions foreshadow upcoming operational challenges. Enemy movement detected. Visibility drops to 75 yards across the ridge. The convoy commander adjusts her tactical tablet, scanning the terrain. 0204 hours. Dust swirls across shattered asphalt. Engines idle low. Rotor wash lifting sand around immobilized vehicles. Wounded Marines tighten grips on rifles, maintaining low-ready positions. A second vehicle's wheels remain locked. Fuel meters tick downward. Medevac ETA approaching. Interrupt higher command radios hold position order. Subordinates acknowledge silently, eyes flicking between commander and ridge. The squad maintains spacing, observing lines of sight along the far slope. Sand flows through boots as the commander pivots to survey the ridge crest. Tactical overlay displays potential enemy positions. Interrupt infrared feed shows unconfirmed heat signatures near the western approach. Wind gusts drive dust over vehicle lights. Clipboard logs updated with fuel levels and ammo counts. Every observation noted. Every shadow cataloged. Squad radios pop briefly. Subordinates report small shifts in positions. Interrupt comms check confirms line stable. But signal fluctuates intermittently. She evaluates return fire angles, adjusting overwatch coverage. Tactical tablet tracks squad movement relative to vehicle and terrain obstacles. Interrupt wounded Marine reports minor shift in elevation, logged for trajectory considerations. Dust clouds rise in rolling columns. The commander signals silent adjustments. Rotor wash lifts loose sand across helmets. Vehicles remain stationary but monitored for subtle motion. Interrupt fuel window decreases to 40% of reserve capacity. Squad maintains perimeter integrity. Rifles low ready. The commander cross-references position data with infrared overlay. Heat signatures flicker intermittently across the ridge. Interrupt thermal sweep confirms new potential target 30 yards east of ridge crest. Visibility falls to 60 yards as dust gusts intensify. Subordinates maintain coordinated spacing, eyes tracking shadows. She notes wind direction and velocity. Factoring environmental impact into tactical assessment. Interrupt tactical tablet alerts to approaching vehicle shadow beyond the ridge crest. The commander reviews medevac timing and squad readiness. Fingers trace fuel and ammo logs. Each step in the assessment is deliberate. Interrupt overhead drone reports slight drift in squad alignment, corrected silently. Sand shifts over rifle barrels, capturing subtle wind changes. Engines hum softly, blending with faint rifle cracks from distant positions. The commander records every environmental adjustment. Interrupt command. Confirmation received, maintain position until further instruction. Logged immediately. Every movement calculated, every line of sight confirmed. Squad communicates minimally, preserving operational security. Interrupt infrared sweep indicates minor heat anomaly near far western berm. Fuel readings update on clipboard. Tactical tablet shows projected medevac arrival 0230 hours. Wounded Marines remain stable. Squad position secure. Interrupt signal integrity drops briefly. Documented in field log. Squad rotates slightly to adjust coverage. Sand flows through boots as each moves into position. The commander notes environmental shifts affecting trajectory calculations. Interrupt comms check confirms squad connectivity at 80% signal strength. The convoy's position is exposed but secure. Dust columns obscure peripheral observation. Interrupt wind gust reduces visibility to 55 yards. Tactical adjustments made and logged. Every procedure executed methodically. Rotor wash lifts loose sand. Sunlight begins to filter through dust haze. Interrupt squad reports faint movement along far ridge edge. Position logged. Squad maintains low-ready posture, observing all potential approaches. Fuel and medevac windows continue to tick down. Interrupt tactical tablet logs remaining time for medevac window 30 minutes. She cross-references fuel, environmental conditions, and squad readiness continuously. Interrupt infrared overlay identifies new heat signature. Unconfirmed. Logged. All actions remain deliberate. Communication is procedural. Subordinates follow established protocol. Interrupt squad reports minor terrain shift under wheels. Position noted. Every detail recorded in field logs. Wind shifts dust over armored vehicle surfaces. Interrupt line of sight check confirms obstruction in Sector 3. Adjustments signaled. Squad remains in low-ready formation. Tactical adjustments noted silently. Interrupt fuel gauge reads 38 gallons remaining. Projected 2 miles operational range. Visibility fluctuates in rolling dust columns. The commander notes subtle shadow movements along the ridge. Interrupt comms log shows 3 new transmissions, acknowledged and recorded. Squad's perimeter remains intact. Tactical tablet confirms positioning against vehicle and terrain layout. Interrupt infrared overlay highlights slight elevation change along ridge east flank. Every movement is deliberate, procedural, documented. Wind drives sand across helmets. Rotor wash disturbs loose debris. Interrupt subordinate signals minor shift in squad spacing, logged immediately. The commander monitors medevac timing and environmental shifts. Squad readiness confirmed. Interrupt fuel window now under 35%, updated in tablet logs. Observation, calculation, and documentation remain continuous. Dust rises in columns across ridge. Interrupt infrared sweep shows intermittent heat signature on ridge's far crest. The convoy remains positioned. Vehicles secure. Squad maintains discipline and low-ready posture. Interrupt tactical overlay indicates potential environmental risk near western approach. First signs of operational stress are recorded: medevac window tightening, minor squad fatigue, and fluctuating visibility. The terrain and environment create compounding risk. Interrupt fuel projections indicate decreasing operational window by 10 minutes. Every action measured. All environmental, fuel, and medevac variables logged. Interrupt comms check reports stable but fading signal from forward operations. The squad's position remains stable. The commander notes the first fracture point that could escalate in the upcoming phase. Observation and procedural documentation continue uninterrupted. The ridge's operational picture is intact but approaching critical thresholds, setting the stage for the next escalation. Recovery window secured. Encrypted net log accessed on the disabled truck's tablet. The convoy commander observes the ridge, dust and sand swirling over immobilized vehicles. 0204 hours. Visibility under 100 yards. Engines idle, Rotor wash lifts loose sand around the squad. Wounded Marines remain low, ready. Rifles, ready for immediate engagement. Fuel meters track remaining operational range. Tactical tablet displays encrypted communications. Time-stamped logs confirming that promised air support has been reassigned. Interrupt subordinate reports enemy shadows detected along the far slope. Orders from higher command conflict with immediate operational necessity. The commander reviews the encrypted log, documenting each directive. Squad members await confirmation, disciplined and precise. She signals tactical adjustments, ensuring overwatch coverage for all vehicles. Sand flows through boots as squad reposition along the ridge crest. Interrupt ammo ration status confirmed for remaining suppression rounds. Rotor wash disturbs dust over helmeted heads. She cross-references medevac timing with squad readiness. Every movement measured in seconds. Tactical binoculars scan ridge lines. Interrupt comms link established with Operations Center. Signal strength at 85%. The commander signals a controlled feint. Squad executes suppression along designated angles. Vehicles remain stationary but monitored for movement. Over-the-shoulder tablet confirms time-stamped maneuvers and enemy reaction. Interrupt thermal overlay shows enemy reaction to feint. Positions logged. Every adjustment calculated. Each observation recorded. Squad executes methodical maneuvers, low and coordinated. Rotor wash rattles equipment. Sand drifting over rifles. Interrupt squad reports minor elevation shift affecting line of sight. Logged. Fuel levels are rationed carefully. Medevac window continues to count down. Interrupt tactical tablet updates projected operational range at 2 miles. Vehicle lights flicker over dust columns as squad maintains low ready formation. The commander notes environmental shifts, adjusting overwatch coverage. Interrupt infrared feed detects heat signature movement 30 yards east of ridge crest. Communications remain procedural. Subordinates follow protocol. Interrupt tactical tablet logs time-stamped sequence of feint execution. The convoy's position is stable. Squad remains coordinated. Interrupt radio static indicates brief signal fluctuation. Logged. Every action documented. Wind drives sand across armor surfaces. Controlled suppressive fire continues. Interrupt squad reports minor footing adjustment along vehicle flank. Recorded. The commander observes final enemy shadows fall back. Immediate threat contained. Field tablet confirms execution of orders. Documentation logged. Chain of command responsibility verified. Interrupt tactical overlay confirms no further hostile movement. Squad holds position. All vehicles secure. Fuel and medevac windows monitored. Interrupt subordinate confirms line of sight cleared. No new threats detected. Every movement, observation, and adjustment recorded. The operational window has been reclaimed under strict procedural control. The commander notes all variables, ensuring accountability is fully documented. Immediate threat neutralized. Chain of command responsibility recorded. Orders documented and verified. Squad maintains readiness. Recovery window secured. Mission status confirmed. Operational integrity intact. Duty over orders. The commander adjusts the field notes clipped to her clipboard. 0205 hours. Sand drifts across the desert ridge. Muted rotor wash stirring loose debris around immobilized vehicles. Squad rifles remain low ready. Fuel levels are noted. Medevac windows tracked. Each observation is entered into the log. Every movement documented for operational traceability. Interrupt fuel meters update to 38 gallons remaining. The squad maintains coordinated positions, eyes tracking terrain and shadows. Tactical binoculars sweep the ridge. Interrupt medic confirms casualty stability and vital readings logged. Rotor wash rattles helmets, sand clinging to gloves and sleeves. The commander cross-references time-stamped vehicle status with medevac ETA, ensuring procedural compliance. Interrupt comms confirm line of sight coverage complete across ridge sectors 1 through 4. Notes show precise fuel consumption and ammunition accounting. Hands mark positional adjustments of vehicles and squad members. Interrupt environmental condition recorded visibility reduced to 65 yards. Dust column rising. She observes squad movement while logging details in tactical tablet. Interrupt medevac clearance sheet verified. Time stamped for post-operation review. Every decision recorded. Each variable accounted for. Squad remains disciplined. No deviation from procedural orders. Interrupt fuel window shows 15 minutes remaining for operational movement. Side-angle view captures commander overseeing extraction while marking logs. Sand drifts across notebook and maps. Interrupt tactical tablet alerts. Minor change in squad alignment. Recorded. She notes first fracture point identified during operation. Procedural adjustments made. Squad remains coordinated and low ready. All documentation completed. Observations confirmed. Every command, adjustment, and environmental factor traced. The operational record is complete, accountability preserved, and duty executed with unwavering certainty. Fuel, medevac, squad readiness, and environmental monitoring all accounted for. Decisions and actions are fully operationally traceable. Mission oversight and procedural integrity remain intact. Obey or act. The convoy commander holds her hand over the radio controls. 0206 hours. Sand drifts across the ridge. Rotor wash lifting loose debris. Squad members maintain low-ready posture. Rifles steady. Fuel levels at 35 gallons. Vehicles remain stationary. Engines idling. Tactical tablet displays squad positioning and environmental readings. Interrupt signal integrity decreases slightly across comms network. She observes the ridge and surrounding terrain, assessing immediate risks. Dust rises in rolling columns. Visibility under 70 yards. Squad remains coordinated, awaiting orders. Interrupt medevac ETA updates to 0235 hours. The commander evaluates 2 courses follow the hold order from higher command, risking casualties if enemy movements intensify, or initiate a low-profile extraction to recover all wounded and vehicles, consuming fuel and potentially exceeding operational limits. Interrupt squad adjusts formation to compensate for shifting wind and dust. Hand over tablet logs, time-stamped decisions and positions. Subordinates await guidance without deviation. Each option carries consequence. The operational question stands: do you obey orders and maintain position, or act to recover the convoy under risk? Comment your choice with reasoning. Next mission already waiting. Dawn breaks over the desert ridge. Convoy vehicles move along the cleared path, engines humming softly. 0207 hours. Rotor wash fades, wind stirring loose sand across asphalt and dirt. Squad members pack gear, maintaining formation. Field gear stowed, rifles secured, clipboard closed, logs updated and accounted for. Interrupt convoy exiting ridge confirmed, squad positions verified. The commander observes the squad, ensuring each Marine maintains operational discipline. Vehicles proceed at controlled pace, distance between elements maintained at 100 yards. Dust lifts in small columns behind moving trucks. Visibility clear. Tactical oversight remains continuous. Squad completes stow procedures, all equipment secured. Interrupt medevac vehicles cleared, personnel confirmed. Operations remain under procedural control, every action traceable. Subordinates report readiness status to commander, fuel levels and medevac windows logged. For continued operational awareness, subscribe to follow all mission details. Like the channel to support procedural coverage. Comment and remain alert. The next mission story is already queued and will document chain of command decisions under real-world pressure.